Hey everyone, good morning. Hello from Teddy Bear. Yeah, that's Teddy Bear. Hello and welcome to Cricut Chat. My name's Rita and this is my channel and my program. We are live every day, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. And we focus mainly on Cricut stuff. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And I invite you into my home every morning at 9 o'clock. And we work on some Cricut projects. Unfortunately, because it is my home studio, there's a lot of distractions that happen. I hope you don't mind. But I try to keep them to a minimum and have a fun time with you every day here on Facebook. And then if you miss anything, you can rewatch or watch for the first time on YouTube at my channel, Miss Rita to the Rescue. And there are literally dozens and dozens of videos on the, whoa, cut it out. One of my dogs is, he is rummaging again. Don't do that, Benji. Okay, lost track. Okay, so Miss Rita to the Rescue YouTube channel is where all the replays reside. And if you are interested in winning a joy machine, you can enter my Bundle of Joy giveaway. I'm doing this once a month. Once a month, I'm giving away Cricut Joy and all the extras, everything you need to get started with your joy. And I'm giving away to one of my followers that subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Facebook. It's really simple to enter. And if you're already following and subscribing, all you need to do is comment, like, or share a video. And you can still get your name in. You can put your name in twice a day, every day, until the end of next week? The end of next week, which would be the 18th of June. So you have an opportunity to put your name in twice a day it's actually 14 days because it started on Saturday. So I hope you'll do that. And the link is always in the description of the video. And if you're watching this live, you have to wait until the video is over to find the link. But this is really going to help me reach more people so that they can understand their Cricuts better. Let's see. Today we are working on an Anna Griffin. Oh, before I actually get to the card, I wanted to reach out to my regular watchers. I am looking for some engagement ambassadors. I'm going to call it that because I think it sounds really cool. But basically, I'm looking for some people to work within my groups. This is a non-paid volunteer position, but I really would love it if I got some people who are enthusiastic about, Cricut Chat, Miss Rita to the Rescue. Maybe they have a special interest in the Joy machine, or maybe they are really interested in doing special materials or something like that. If you have an interest in becoming an engagement ambassador, which is really just a nice word for an admin for my groups. I have many groups, and I'm looking to increase the people, get them sort of jump in and really learn about whatever it is that they are trying to learn. So we have a joy group. So somebody who really, really, really likes joy, Annette, might want to be an admin for that group. We have a Cricut Chat group, so someone who comes every single day to Cricut Chat and learns a whole lot might want to do this admin. Now, it is an unpaid position, but it's very rewarding to help people. And so if you're naturally inclined, then Dawn Walsh is already an admin in our card group. So, but she could be more involved if she, you know, but there are some other people, Emmy, who might be interested as well. So yes, you can nominate people that are it is a rewarding thing to do. And, you know, you might, from time to time, I'm able to give out some prizes to people who are my admin as well. But it's not it wouldn't be the reason why you would join as admin, because there's a lot of work involved there. So anyway, let's see. So today we're going to be talking about a really adorable, a really pretty, elegant, handsome. I called it a handsome, but we're going to be talking about this card that I made. That's Anna Griffin, and you see it says Happy Father's Day on the front. It says Happy Father's Day on the inside. And if you don't know about adminning, we'll teach you. It's really not that hard. It's really not that hard. So sorry to get off track. Oh, yeah, Matt would be probably a great one to think about that. Okay. So anyway, so here is this lovely card from Anna Griffin. And today I thought that we would talk about the sticker paper. We kind of brush on the sticker paper because I cut this out with the Maker 3. And I have to tell you, and I use the intricate cut setting for all of these very intricate cuts, and I gotta tell you that it was painstaking on the Maker 3, and I don't know why. So I went back, and it's very possible that I am using an older version of Design Space, and I have to update it, but I didn't have time this morning. But it took a lot longer in my sense. Maybe not, I don't know, but to me it seemed to take an awful long time and to do this on my, let's see, what's going on here? Detach, what's going on here? This is weird. Okay, so for some reason, well, let's get rid of this. So anyway, I'm going to show you where to get this and how to, it seems like it's duplicated, which is really strange. But, okay, I'm going to show you how to get this, how to put the sentiments in there, how to know where to put the sentiment on the inside. And then we're going to have a brief chat about cutting with the sticker paper, because I did cut this smaller one with sticker paper, and because I wanted to see how fast it would be, and also would there be a benefit of using sticker paper. Now here's the thing, sticker paper, this is the thing that I found out. So sticker paper is, first of all, it's kind of innovative. I like it. It's like made of cardstock. So it's that lovely paper that that we're all used to, that we can't ever get enough of, and they can't keep in stock at Cricut. But and it's adhesive. So for something like this, it's a really good project, because this project is like several layers, usually 4. The only thing is that you won't be able to use the sticker paper for all 4 layers, and that's because it's adhesive, and you can't have this be adhesive or this be adhesive. So only the middle part can be adhesive. You know what I mean? So there's that. The other thing is that sticker paper only comes in a very limited color grouping. So you got white, you got black, you have the basic like primaries, and you've got some pastels, and that's it. So if you really want to get like, you know, really colorful, you can play around, but it's not going to be, you know, it's not going to replace all of your wonderful patterned paper, of course, and or even your entire color palette for regular cardstock. So I'm not advocating that you get rid of your cardstock and switch everything to sticker paper, because that would be dumb, because you wouldn't be able to actually complete a whole lot of stuff, except maybe make stickers that you have to stick to something. So anyway, let's talk about this card. It is an Anna Griffin card. I am going to save this one, and we'll start from scratch. And let's see. So save is taking a while. I do have to update. Somebody told me, Carol actually, Previs from Canada, told me that she updated and hasn't had any problems. Okay, so we're going to start with a new canvas here, and we're going to go to images, and we're going to here. It's called image sets. Okay. And this is one of my favorite places to go. I've told people this many times. But basically this is kind of how I think, because I'm an old school cricketer. I used to have the cartridges, and so each cartridge would have images, and that would be considered an image set. Well, they've changed it to from cartridge to image set, and they've since added a whole lot, and they're categorized by one particular theme. So for instance, you want to see all the elf images, you would click on this, and there's all the elf images, or all the Friends images, or all the Wonder Woman images. Or maybe you want to see some patriotic things, and so you would use words such as July or America or United States and come up. Ooh, these are new. American history. Those are new. I like those. And ooh, these are also new. Okay, so this is where you would find all of the images and encapsulated into image set. So every image that ever was in Cricut Design Space can be found under image sets. Each image is attached to at least one image set. So this is where I look for things that are a theme, like for instance, Anna Griffin. So I often will just do Anna apostrophe S or just Anna, and what will come up are all of the image sets that are associated with or have the name Anna in it. So here they are. So this is Anna Griffin, who is a mainstay at HSN, and in fact, I think she's doing a today's special on HSN this day or this week sometime. And so these are a lot of her images. Actually, all of her images in Design Space, all of the ones that are in Design Space, are free if you are an Access customer. So I love that. And so I tend to lean on her images a lot. Now, I really love these layered cards, and I believe that's where I got this one. So I wanted to just show you that. But look at all the images. There's print and cut. There's stuff with fonts. There's stuff with sentiments and ornaments and a lot of cards. So we're going to go to the lovely layered cards 2. There's 2 of them, and it has 92 images there, but the other one, I think it has the same 84. Okay, so we're actually, are we going to go to 2 or are we going to go to, no, we're going to 1. We're going to lovely layered cards 1. It doesn't say 1, but it's lovely layered cards. And we're going to open this up and have a look. Now, what you'll see here is that it's the same card, but in different designs or different formats. So here's the card that we're going to work on today. I call it a medallion card, but it's, I guess it's called Irongate card. Now, you'll see it here. Then as you're scrolling, you'll see it here. It's in a square form with a banner space. Then you will also see it here in square form, no banner. And then the 5x7 or the regular card size with the banner. So for today, we're going to be working on the banner. So we're going to click on that. When you click on that, you get the entire card. Okay, and because it has a banner, we need to find a banner suitable for this card. And since it's Father's Day coming up, I chose Father's Day. So I am going to scroll a little bit, and I find this text, which is like straight, is perfect for a banner, and it says Happy Father's Day. So I'm going to choose that. And then I think about, gee, what about the sentiment on the inside? and I'm just going to scroll a little bit more, and I found Happy Father's Day. So I'm going to choose that. So you see down the bottom here, I have chosen the card and those two sentiments. We're going to put them together when we get back to our canvas. Okay, so when it comes in on the canvas, it sometimes comes in weirdly sized. So let's have a look at what size it comes in at. Yeah, so it's kind of small. And what we're going to do is we need to resize it. I like to size these cards 5 by 7. So in order to do that, I usually ungroup. I don't make envelopes. If you've been with me long enough, you know I don't usually make envelopes because I just buy them pre-made. And oh, hey Annette, you were asking about envelopes, and I found, I knew I had thought this before, but you can buy a paper, not a cardstock, but a paper stack. It's usually 180 sheets, and it has a theme, like whether it's maybe flowers or whatever, and it's used mostly for scrapbookers as backgrounds, but you can buy those packs of 180 and you can make envelopes from it. And I'm happy to show you how to do that if that's something you'd like to learn. I just don't find envelopes very economical to make in Cricut. I just think buying them, and then also there are standard size cards. Now, if you were going to do the square card, you might need to buy you might need to make the envelope, but in most cases, you can buy envelopes or make them offline. Okay, so anyway, here is the card, and I'm actually going to make it 10 inches wide. Okay, when I do that, you'll notice up here, I don't know, you probably can't see it, but okay, here we go. You notice up here, when I make it 10 inches wide, here's the height, 6.999, as close to 7 as you can get. Now remember, this is a unfolded size, and that's why it's 10 by 7. So when it's folded, it will be 5 by 7, which is a standard size for a card. Okay, let us also unpack this grouping. So we're going to ungroup this, and you will see that there are 4 layers. This is the interior, this is the exterior, and then we have these two that go on here and create that layered look. And these are the insides that I would suggest that you use if you're going to use sticker paper cardstock, that you do these ones with that sticker paper cardstock. And I did do one today, and I'll show you how it comes out. There are some goods and bads about it, but I kind of like sticker paper cardstock, so I'm not going to really say too many awful things about it because I do like it. All right, so on the front of the card, we're going to take our Happy Father's Day, and we are going to just sort of move it over here. We'll stretch it a little bit. I like to stretch these ones all the way like to here, so that, let me just get this out of the way so you can see, so that it has like these little dashes, and I like the dashes to meet on either end like that. Now we have to attach this banner to the card, but when we go to attach it, you'll notice that there is not an attach feature. See down here, it says detach. Why does it say detach? Well, because you have a score here. And for some weirdo reason, they have taken away the ability to attach twice on the same layer. I don't know why. This started happening about a month ago, and I just never, there's so much going on that I never even bothered to bring it up with Cricut. Maybe it's something they could just fix with like a little switch, but I don't know. And I don't want to mess things up for them either. So what I just do is when I select this, I just hit detach, and then I select it all again, and now I'm going to attach my score line and my Happy Father's Day sentiment to the front, and attaches down here. It's the paper clip, so let's do that. Now you'll see that my sentiment is on the front of the card. Now remember, if you don't like the sentiment on the front of the card, or you don't like this sentiment, or like having it written out, you can certainly use the card without the banner. That's why she gives it to you. You could also decide that you want to foil this part, which would be really kind of cool too. And then here is the inside piece. Now I'm going to have to send it to the front. So here's the inside piece. And remember, this is also scored, but here's my sentiment, Happy Father's Day. Now, listen, I like these pre-made sentiments. A lot of people want to put their own sentiment in there, and that's wonderful. And if you want to do that, you would just simply add a text box and then type whatever it is, Happy Father's Day. Oops. Day. Dad. Okay. But then from here, you would need to make some changes because you want it written. So what I would do first is I would center it, and then I would go over to font, and I would choose a layered font. So I would go to, a writing font. So I would go to filters, and I'd choose writing, and then I would choose something like this. Let's do this. And there it is. Now, you can get lost in fonts, and so I don't spend a whole lot of time doing this, but it's all current now, which is awesome. But for me, these sentiments look so much better than the ones that are created. I'm sorry, the created ones look better than the ones that we create, and I'm always looking to make my cards look a little more professional. So that's why I use these created sentiments. Okay, so remember that thing I told you about if there's already an attached thing, so we have to detach here because we had the attached scoring, and then we would select the whole thing and attach it again. Okay. Now, then you have this. Now, when I do 5x7 cards, I always make 2. Actually, whenever I do cards, I always make 2, and I'll tell you why. So when you go to hit make it, and even with this is on the Makers 3, I'm just going to say on mat for all of these. When you go to make it, you'll notice here, this is just going to, let's say I use an 8.5 by 11 inch piece of paper for this. And so what will happen is I'll use the 8.5 by 11, and then I'll cut off this piece, and it will go in my scrap pile. So if you want to get scraps, it's a good way to get scraps. But for me, always needing a card, by hitting apply and putting my project copies to 2, the outside pieces end up on their own mats, but the inside pieces end up perfectly shaped to use up almost all of that paper. So here we have 2 and 2. Okay. And then the outside pieces are like individual. Okay. And then when we hit, continue, here is what we're going to talk about a little bit. I love this particular, setting called Cardstock for intricate cuts. For me, it's like the best because I find that even with, the newest and greatest machines, the intricate cut setting, I don't know what it is, but it really cuts cardstock really, really well. So if you want to look for it, you can go to Browse All Materials, and it's right here at the very top of cardstock. See, it says Cardstock for intricate cuts, and you can favorite it like I have and use that. So it does slow the machine down, and I will say that it seems to me, but I might be wrong. And again, I'm on a little bit of an older version of DS and I have to upgrade. It seems to me it's actually slower than my other machine. And I'm not really sure. But if if I wanted to, I could switch this to smart paper sticker cardstock, but only these middle pieces, because if I do the outside pieces, they'll be adhesive on them, and so that won't work because there's nothing to stick the back to, so that would be problematic. I suppose you could sort of cut off the back end of the front of the card, and then you could cut it out with sticker paper, but 6 of one, half a dozen of the other kind of thing. So I went ahead, and here in this case, it's a basic cut, but I said it was on the mat. So I need to make a change, and I want to cut this out of sticker paper, right? So here under edit, I can't change that it's on the mat. I need to go back. So I need to cancel. So over here at the bottom, I need to cancel, but I don't need to back out of the entire thing. I just need to go back to the setting part. And then I'm going to change my material type. So here is my opportunity to make a change, but I do have to backtrack one. Okay, so here I would just choose without the mat. And then you can see it changes, you see, and do that for both of those middle pieces. And then you can cut these out on paper, sticker paper, right? So I'm going to show you how that works just so that you know. And we're going to choose smart paper, sticker paper. And here's another thing that you'll start seeing is that you do have to check off remember material setting with every time you're doing it. Now, this is an annoying thing, but it's not like going to end the world. So I haven't asked about it, but it is a change. So if you do, and you will see this change, I think you might see this change throughout DS. It's something that you have to do in Joy, and clearly they're doing it now with the Maker 3. Anyway, I'm going to use, hi Gita, how are you? I'm going to make or cut out this with the sticker cardstock like this, and we don't need a mat for it, so I'm just going to show you. I'm going to move you now to the Maker 3 so you can see. And so no mat, it just goes in under the guides like this. You press the load button and wait for it to sort of measure and make sure it has enough paper in there. And then when you're ready, you just are going to hit the flashing arrow. Okay? What's going on here? I got my big old roll. Now this goes really fast. This particular material, any of the smart materials are really, really fast. But I just want, in case you're really thinking about buying a new machine, I want you to understand that that is not the case with all of the cuts. Okay, so if you want to use the new machine for everything, and you decide I'm going to switch out or buy the Maker 3 or the Explorer 3, know that with the smart materials, it is a lightning fast, super fast. It's also very quiet, which I like. But with regular materials, it's not fast. It's maybe a little faster. I'm thinking a little bit slower, but it's comparable to your other machine. Okay, so just keep that in mind in terms of if you're going to upgrade and what you'll be using. If you do a lot of vinyl or a lot of iron-on, then the Maker 3 and the the Explorer 3 might be right for you. If you have a little cottage industry, a side hustle, Maker 3, Explorer 3 would be awesome for that. Or if you're a teacher or somebody that works in like a community based that wants to make very large decorations, maybe like large wall decorations and stuff, definitely, because you can make longer things. You can do all kinds of banners and like even signs and car decals that are bigger than you could do before. So this is it's a good thing. But if you're the home-based hobbyist, then may not be for you if you already have the other machine. The thing is, all the machines are wicked awesome. I love them all. And I don't know that I would have purchased this had it not been provided to me. So, but it is really cool, and I have to acknowledge and appreciate that it is a pretty awesome device. It has been reworked from the inside out, so it may not look a whole lot different, but it actually does perform a lot better. Old and home-based business. Yeah, that's right. So, it's sort of like that where, maybe, I don't know, you could be like me where I get requests for things. So like the community center opened up and they needed a sign for the front of their business. So I could do that with this machine. And I couldn't do that before. I'd have to piece things together. And so there's that. So now look at how fast that was. This is cut out, 100% cut out this on the sticker paper. You see that? I don't know if you can see it. But now what I have run into is, and I'm going to bring you down here actually now so you can see. Thank you, Patricia. I inspire you to go shopping. Me too. Oh, hey, speaking of shopping, I'm sorry. I'm going to get a little bit off track because I want to show you this. I ordered it off of Amazon. It is a group of faux leather. Isn't this the cutest thing? So I don't know how many I got. I already cut out one. So there's 2, 4, look at the glitter, 6, look at the glitter, 8, 10. So there's 12 pieces of faux leather. So it's got a soft back on the back. And it's like 6 by 8 pieces. So wonderful. And look at this. It comes with earring jump rings and also the earring hooks and these awesome alligator clips. So I was thinking that I could use these and make my doggies some. And that's why I cut this out. You can make earrings, yes, but I was thinking for my dogs, wouldn't they look absolutely adorable with their own patriotic bows on their collar when we're walking down to the park or something for 4th of July? Look at this. Is this not the cutest thing? I'm going to put the alligator clip in there just to hold it. But, so isn't that adorable? I'm going to have to glue it, obviously, but isn't that just so cute? Oh my God. I died when I got it. I was like, oh, this is really cool. So look forward to cutting some faux, and you know what's really cool is that where I got it from, they have all different kinds, so they have like a unicorn sampler, they have an Easter sampler, they have a holographic sampler, really, really, really nice. So really cute. And oh, the other thing is the button maker. I'm thinking I'm going to show you how to use the button maker tomorrow. So I think that will do that. Oh, look, I got glitter on this. So anyway, this is the card completed. Let's put it together. I I cut out, as I mentioned, I cut out this square card as well as this regular card. So I'm going to show you how to put the regular card together, and then I'm going to show you how to put the sticker cardstock. Okay, it's kind of a mouthful. Sticker paper cardstock. Okay, so here we go. So again, there's 4 sides or 4 layers to that. Here's my score line. There's my Happy Father's Day. Got to move you so you can see what I'm talking about. Hold on just a second. Let me move this. Okay, so here's my card, and here is the score line, and there is the sentiment that I attached. Remember, we attached that. Just going to fold this. I'm going to put it aside because we don't need it until the very end. And then there's the front with the sentiment here on the banner. Now, I would suggest, because here is the score line. I would suggest with these kinds of cutouts that you fold from this side, from the blank back side, because this is a sort of a sticky point in these kinds of cards. And I have indeed actually cut the front off the cards to avoid this very problem. But what you really want to do is make sure that it is scored really, really well. Because when you put it on, you do not want it to pull away like this. You see this? Now, I know I'm being fussy, but again, I like my cards to look as professional as they can, and I do work around. I try to work around this, and I've actually made some cards where they were really, it was really pulled up and very noticeable, and it really bothered me. So that's something you've got to, if you're like me, you really got to make sure that you are. I just made this dirty. Oh, well. But you got to really make sure that you are folding here really, really well. And then I'm going to show you a little bit about the glue. Okay. So here are 2 insert pieces. You see, one is smaller than the other, but then they get layered, and then they're going to go here on the front, the back of the front. So what I usually do with these cards is I will glue them in between and then adhere them to the front and then do the back last. So here, that's what I'm doing. I'm just putting some glue. This is the glue that I use. You do not need to use this glue, but it is my favorite, my current favorite, and I used to use art glitter glue, which is also a very good glue, but the difference between the art glitter glue, for me anyway, and this Barely Art glue is the tips are better. They're on there really well. The art glitter glue does have a nice, very ultra fine tip, but you have to put it on top of the bottle, and sometimes can get a little messy. And this one is actually part of the nozzle. The other thing that I've noticed as far as the glue is concerned is that the Barely Art tends to take a tiny bit longer to dry, and that's good for me because I'm often adjusting my pieces, and I can wait that few extra seconds once I have my piece on there. With the Art Institute glue, I feel like if you don't get it right the first time, then it's hard to adjust it around a little bit. So there's the back of that second piece, and then we're going to put it the back of the front of the third piece on there. We'll press it down. Now, you don't need to use either one of these glues. If you use even Elmer's, you can get away with it. It's not like, so don't go running out, I need to buy glue. However, if you do want to use glue, I would recommend this one. And if you do want to use your regular glue, then first of all, don't use a glue stick. glue sticks are yucky, and they actually, over time, they dry up and things fall apart. So I never ever have used glue sticks, don't like them. And so if you use a regular glue, just use it very, very sparingly. And you can actually buy different containers and put your glue in there, and it will make it fine. Okay, so we're done with this. The sort of sandwich is what I call it, and we're going to attach it to the inside of the front of the card. Here we go. And again, this is the ultra tip on there. So you'll see that you have to be very careful, and you know, I'm going fast. Normally I would take a long time, so I would expect you guys, you'll do better than me, but this is me going fast because I don't want to take up too much of your time. Okay, so definitely make sure that you are getting all of these little areas, because because otherwise they will stick out and again not look as professional as you want them to. So you do that. One area to focus on is right here. That's where that issue can happen. Okay. And so we're going to just put it right there. Make sure, but don't put a lot. Don't like overdo it, because you don't want the glue to sort of squish out to the inside or the front of the card. And I might have put a little bit on here. I'll show you what happens if that is the case. So here we're going to put those two sandwich pieces, and you will note there is actually a little line here. And when you're putting these on, put them on so that they match up to these things and not to that line. You see that? So here I did put a little bit extra, and it's kind of seeping out. So what I normally do is I take my weeding tool and I just sort of lift it like this. Now, if you miss a space, which I'm sure I did because I was rushing, you wait for it to dry and then inspect your card. And if you feel like you missed a spot, you can just take your glue, and like right here, I missed a little spot, so I can take my glue and attach. But don't overdo it, because A, it will seep out, it will look gross, and also it's a possibility that your card will get crinkly or wavy, and you don't like that, right? So there is almost on this card, and I am going to take that last piece, and you notice that this last piece actually does reach to the score and here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put glue on this area and this whole area. And again, you're going to do it much better than me, because, you know, you're not going to be rushing. You're going to be enjoying your time crafting and sort of thinking about nothing and getting rid of your stress and everything else. But here, I'm rushing. So, okay. So then we're going to take and put only the front part of that middle. Okay. We're not going to glue both sides down. And that is because if you glue both sides down, it will be painful to fold it. Okay. So we're going to put that here. We want to avoid painful things, and actually did it a little bit worse here. So here, that's our done card using glue. Now here is the card using the sticker paper cardstock. Actually, I cut out two. So here we go. This is the front piece. Remember, I had to cut this out in regular cardstock. So there's the front piece. There's the inside piece. No sentiment on these, because I just wanted to show you how the sticker paper actually works. And of course, I'm going to have a problem with folding this, but because I left off my stylus. Okay, so there are two pieces that are not. And here are where's the other one? Come on. Come on. There's one. I know I did 2 different pieces. Where are they? Hello? Oh, is it here? Is it here? Oh, yes, it's here. Sorry, guys. So here is what it looks like. Here is what it looks like. It will be available. The colored sticker paper will be available this week, I believe. And online right now, I think only. So here is the cardstock, the Cricut sticker paper, right? And I want to point this out because it's a 13 by 13 sheet of paper. And how many of us don't use the whole sheet and want to save it? If I were to cut it here and then I had this whole piece, this whole part, I can actually put this into the machine as long as I use the manufacturer end, not my cut end, and as long as I'm not going to be using the whole sheet, obviously. So don't feel like, you know, if you cut it on this, you'll be wasting paper. You can still use this and use it in the machine. And if it's too small to use in the machine, then you can also use it on a mat. Okay, so here's what it looks like, and this is what I've been doing. I've been saving my scraps, and I'm going to cut these in half so you can see. All right. It can be a little tricky taking out the pieces. That's something that's different than working with a card, just a plain cardstock. And I would suggest you could like lift it like this, but it's not going to take all those pieces out. So I would just weed it like this. This is what I'm doing, weeding all the way, all these little pieces. And sometimes it doesn't quite want to come up and you'll get the paper. So just be aware of that. You want for the whole, there it is. There's like a little of the paper. So it reminds me very much of infusible ink, working with infusible ink. So so here you go. We're just going to go and take all these, except it's sticky and infusible ink isn't. I mean, it has a transfer paper, but so you're going to go there. If you get frustrated, you can also use your weeding tool, just like this. Or not. And just go ahead and remove these little pieces, and just be careful of the fact that sometimes that paper just rips a little bit. And once we get done with that, I'm almost done, we're going to put it together, and I'll show you the difference of putting it together without putting it together without using glue. All right, almost done. Thanks for being patient with me. Okay, here we go. So let's start with, instead of putting these 2 together, we'll start with this piece. Now I already weeded it, and I'm just going to take it off of the backing like this, you see? And then, hold on, I'm still trying to get these pieces of paper off of my fingers. So then we're going to match these up in the same way we did with the glue. And thankfully, the adhesive isn't like Gorilla Glue. I mean, it's really, whoop, I have this on the wrong way, don't I? Yes, I do. Good catch, Rita. Okay, I had it on the wrong way. So there we go, right? It's not like a terribly thick, strong adhesive. Wow. 2 catches. Okay, so there we go. And then instead of putting it on the front back of this, we're going to take the middle piece. Is this the middle piece? This is the middle piece. And we are going to, we still need to put glue on this part, and so, you know, blah, blah. Watch me put the glue on real quick, okay? Right? Because the adhesive is on the back. And I think I would still do it this way because of that little extra gully that's there, if that makes any sense to you. Excuse me. So we'll lift this off. And again, you guys are going to do this better because you're going to take the time. And then we're going to have this adhesive back part. And then we would just put this on here like this. Make sure you can close it. And there's our card. So you still do need a little bit of glue for that front piece. If you want to avoid glue altogether, what I would suggest is in Design Space, just slice off the back of the front of this card, right? And then use the base as your card base. I like the double-sided, but it can pose a little bit of problems, and especially if you want to just use the adhesive type of sticker paper. Again, the sticker paper is pretty awesome, and it makes awesome stickers. I'm going to show you stickers later on, but just be aware of the fact that you can't cut everything out in sticker paper, especially if you're making cards, because A, there's not a lot of colors out there, and B, yet. I'm going to say yet because who knows. And B, you know, you have to have it ultimately the back of the last piece stick onto something, right? So in this case, I think I probably would have tried just splitting that image just by taking off that scoring, slicing off the back here, and just eliminating it, and then tried cutting this, all three pieces, and then this be the backing. I hope that that is useful information. Either way, whether you're going to use regular cardstock or you're going to use sticker paper, this is a really beautiful card. There are dozens more just like it for every occasion. And again, just so that you know, for the people that are not regular viewers and you kind of go, well, where do I find all those images? You just need to go to, let's cancel out of here. You just need to go over here to images right there. Right? And when you get to the image, this is what you'll see when you hit images, at least on the desktop. If you're working on your mobile device, it's slightly different, but we're going to look for, under highlighted categories, this image sets. And when we hit image sets, we would type in the name Anna, A-N-N-A, and you will find all of these lovely Anna images, including the lovely layered card image. And remember, they come in basically 4 different formats: square, and the regular 5x7 inch, and then with or without the banners. Okay, so that's kind of fun. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. And remember, I'm looking for some engagement ambassadors for my Facebook group. So if you feel like that's something you'd like to try, there's no commitment or anything, then reach out to me. Also, don't forget that there is our giveaway going on, the Bundle of Joy giveaway, and all you need to do is click on that link, enter your name and email address. You can do that every day. Okay, and that is it for me for today, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow, if everything goes as planned, we'll be using the button maker to make some pretty awesome flair, and we're going to use images from Design Space to make our flair. So that will be our the Cricut part of this whole thing, okay? All right, everyone, have a great day. Get some crafting in, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Okay, bye.